We'll get to Kevin Durant in a second, but first, college hoops. Wisconsin-Green Bay Shannon Hemphill drives down the line for a nasty one-handed.
Play a little defense? Come on, number 0, number 8. Little kid and play, little dude with the fro. What kind of defense
little
is that?
Kid and play.
24 goes for the block, puts up both hands too, goes for the rare two-handed block. Yeah. Didn't have the best angle on it.
Oh, thank you. Get in front of the booth.
Oregon's got such a dope court, man.
Duke, Auburn, Jared Harper lobs it up. Anthony McLemore for the alley-oop over Zion Williamson.
Oh. Zion couldn't get there. People trying to put Zion on some highlights this year because plenty of them will be in the background getting dunked on.
I wonder if Memphis, who just got the #1 player in the country, coached by Anthony Hardaway, recruited Anthony McLemore. Oh, go get it, Zion.
Later in the game, Zion got his revenge right there.
Zion, man. Listen, America, if you're a fan of a team not Duke, this game gave you a little bit of hope yesterday.
Oh, yeah. Bruce Pearl and Auburn.
Yep.
They got after him, made it a good game late into the second half.
Zion only 13 points, a little foul trouble again. Like, maybe Duke can get got.
Nick, do you want to play Drawing a Blank?
Love to play it. I wish you weren't involved.
There is no reason for that. It is Thanksgiving.
I don't know if you're faking or if you're...
I don't know either. I'm sitting too close. Let's start with the Warriors. Kevin Durant says that the drama between him and Draymond won't impact his decision for 2019. That being said, CC, the team Durant should play for next year is blank.
I know it would be nice to see him with LeBron, but I really want to see him in New York City. Yeah. I want to see him with a franchise. The New York Knicks. I believe it would be exciting to see. I believe him and Kristaps would be a special combination. I believe they can grow each other's game because it's very, very rare to have guys that have that type of body type. This game's very, very similar.
It would be wild to see.
It would be.
For Durant to be 7-foot, skinny, three-point shooter, and Kristaps 7'4", skinny, three-point shooter. Right. And the Knicks is the answer. Like you said, you'd love to see him with LeBron. I would not love to see him with LeBron. If they are the two best players in the league, I don't need them on the same team. I'd like to see them potentially go head-to-head in the finals, not with a stacked deck in one's favor. So I say the Knicks as well. I don't think he's staying in Golden State. I know the Lakers will go after him. I hope he goes out east to New York.
To the NFL now, Jared Goff came away with a huge win on Monday night, and he also came away with some serious admiration for his opposing quarterback and Patrick Mahomes. Goff says Mahomes is the toughest guy to defend in the NFL, but is he right? CC, the toughest quarterback to defend is blank.
The GOAT, Tom Brady. There is no coverage. There is no defense. Now, he's not having no great year, but let's not forget what he's done in the last 2 Super Bowls. In the most critical times, Tom Brady has been the absolute best. I think the number was like 33 receivers they brought in since the spring. Okay, you let one of these other quarterbacks, whoever Nick's going to say, go through that and see how effective they be. Man, Tom Brady, let's stop tripping.
I'm going to say Patrick Mahomes, and I think Patrick Mahomes will be very, very effective with Bill Belichick and that system and that organization
With this year?
What?
This year, Nick?
I don't think he'd have the numbers he has right now, but I think he'd be successful. No, he wouldn't have the numbers he has.
So Kansas City wouldn't be as good without Tom Brady.
Wait, say it again?
Kansas City, if they had Tom Brady, they wouldn't be as good.
In 2018, no. No.
Say it. Okay. Mess me with that.
It's miss me and it's mess me. I don't know. It's 4-letter word. It's very simple.
I got
Both of our 5-year-olds can spell it. You can't say it. The answer's Mahomes.
Love everybody. Not everybody enjoyed all the fireworks on Monday night. Texans safety Tyrann Mathieu says it was tough to watch as a defender. The old adage is that defense wins championships. So tell us, see, the defense you'd want for a 2018 playoff run is blank.
I'm going to go with the Chicago Bears. I do trust their back end. They got tremendous speed at linebacker, which you need in this new NFL to cover tight ends and running backs in space. But you need a guy up front that's going to cause a double team. Immediately, I want the offense not to have 11 players. I want them to have 10. Because if I force them to double team you every play, and that's Khalil Mack. He's the defender that gets that type of attention. And if I get that defense, I'm probably going to be able to play in Chicago. Yeah. So all those things right there. Give me the Bears defense. Defense still works in 2018.
Earlier in the show, we did the award-winning segment, Nick Makes a List. There was only one team on the Super Bowl contenders that was based on their defense. That is Chicago. Chicago has the best defense in football. The rankings say they're not quite the best, but they played a few games without Khalil Mack. With Khalil Mack in there, they have an old school style defense that can win football games without an explosive offense. Chicago's the answer here. The other teams, Steelers have a good defense. Texans have a good defense. The Bears have a great defense. It's not just Mac, but he's the most important guy. That's my answer as well.
All right, more from Monday night. Todd Gurley suffered an ankle injury earlier in the game, limiting his use for the rest of the way. Gurley leads the NFL in touchdowns and yards from scrimmage. So, Nick, the most important running back on their team is blank.
I'm glad you said important, because this doesn't necessarily mean he's the best. But the one guy that if he suffers an ankle injury and you can't use him, the team is cooked, finished, done. That's the Cowboys, and the answer is Zeke. Like, what's their offense? Give Zeke the damn ball. Dozen times in the first half, dozen and a half in the second half. That's the path to victory for them. They have to have him. He's the most important and the most valuable running back in the league by far.
And the reason why, look at all the other quarterbacks that played with the best running backs. And if you don't want it, that's not enough of the case as far as what these Goff and what Mahomes and them are dealing with. Let's look at the wide receivers. So there is no running back that has the deficiency at quarterback that Zeke has, and also the wide receivers. Probably the least explosive, the least feared amongst men. Kansas City, Pittsburgh, LA. Like, man, they got some good players
too.
All right, finally, last one. Tom Brady was taking questions from California firefighters when someone asked him who would play him in a movie. So naturally, his answer was Patriots superfan Mark Wahlberg. So the producers on our show asked us to pick who we thought would play us. I will kick the ball off. I'm going with Hilary Swank. You know the actress Hilary Swank? I get stopped on the street a lot. If people ask me if I'm Hilary Swank, I'd like her to be in a few more movies just to help my career along a little bit. What about you guys?
See?
I got to go with Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg got a little athletic in his background. And I know Snoop would appreciate it. I can call him. I got his number. Snoop.
All right, I like it.
What do you think, bro? Would you do? Man, my pleasure, nephew. My pleasure.
I like it.
He's played a little basketball. You seen him playing flag football. He can run some routes. He loves the NFL. Snoop, man.
Snoop is on this network in about an hour. He's on Undisputed today, so I hope they ask him about that.
Okay, yeah, absolutely.
C went with a great answer because you weren't worried about a guy who looks like you. I was trying to pick someone who looks like me, so unfortunately, I have to say Tom Green. I don't love that I have to say Tom Green. This ain't no great compliment to me or to anyone.
That's awesome.
Why did they pick that? I'm going to go on strike on this damn show. I got Jenna saying I'm going to get men's name tattooed on me. I got Coach Colin.
That's what you look like, though. What is your problem?
That's what you look like on the interview. I threw some makeup on you, made you a little bit darker, threw some smoke on your beard. Your wife threw a suit on you.
What is happening?
That actually looks exactly like us.
What is happening?
That's how you looked on the interview, man. We cleaned you up, bro. Shaved your head, got your beard cleaned up, threw some makeup on you, Danielle.
That is fair.